8 days from the election, and we are digging deeper about where the candidates stand on key issues.
Both men sat down with 8 on Your Side government reporter Pete Muntean, who joins us now.
Well, the surveys consistently say that education is the top issue in this campaign. And in our exclusive interviews, Republican incumbent Tom Corbett and Democrat Tom Wolf each put their own spin on spending in the past, and both have different answers on approaches for the future and for the record.
When it comes to funding our 3,100 public schools, there are two polarizing positions.
Education would not be at the bottom of the list in terms of priorities.
We need a good funding formula, a fair funding formula.
Governor Tom Corbett wants to change the narrative that he cut $1 billion from schools in his first state budget. Corbett says the state fell victim to federal stimulus money. That went away.
We did not have money to replace that federal money without doing something that I don't think the people of Pennsylvania wanted us to do, and that was raise their taxes.
Money was cut. $1 billion was cut. It was cut in the budget that he signed.
Democrat Tom Wolf says he wants to restore the so-called cuts by putting a 5% severance tax on natural gas drillers. That would need approval from the state legislature, which is controlled by Republicans.
I don't think it would take too much. The big piece would be the extraction tax, but I'm sensing that there's an appetite for that even on the Republican side.
What happens if you don't get it?
Then I'll be in trouble. The funding is not the end-all and be-all of education. My point is you can't keep taking money out of education and get to a good end.
We have increased funding in education. We're going to continue to do that.
Money Corbett, a former teacher, says the state will spend responsibly by possibly changing the way it divvies out money to each district, known in Harrisburg as the fair funding formula.
How do you find that balance between what parents want, what Pennsylvanians want, what school districts want, and still having to balance the budget? How would you do that in your second term?
Well, that is the great problem for the entire legislature and governor to come up with. The fair funding formula to address the issues is going to be very, very important. The teachers' union were not able to satisfy the spending that they want to do without increasing the taxes on the back of the taxpayers of Pennsylvania.
Corbett says a long-term money-saving solution is a fix to the state's public employee pension system, and something lawmakers have not been interested in tackling, and something that candidates also have different perspectives on. We'll pick up with that topic tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Pete.